to the Eugene Torto YouTube channel. I want to thank everyone who's subscribed so far. And if you haven't subscribed, go down there, hit the subscription button and the notification bell, and leave comments, thumbs up, all that good stuff. It's supposed to help the channel grow. So this video is part 2 of my air oil separator for my 90 Corvette. And this is where I'm at so far. Let me see if I can get it in the camera here. I went to Home Depot and only spent like $2. That's it, this bolt and that washer. Got this all drilled and tapped for that bolt. And it does work. I already test fitted and everything, so it does work. It's kind of hard to do it when I'm watching the camera and all that stuff. But yeah, it works and it fits real well. And I still need to drill and tap the side ports for the where the bungs for the fittings for the hoses that go to the valve cover and to the intake manifold go on the sides here. So I'll need to do that, and then I'm probably going to machine the top of this section to lighten it up just to make it lighter. And I also need to, let's see if I can get in view over here without making a shaky mess. And I have to finish machining that. I drilled the center hole, I don't know if you can see that there, and I started slotting it. I'm going to make 3 separate discs. I don't know if you can see that good in the video, but I'm going to go ahead and finish doing that. I got to machine a little bit at a time, then extend the cutter out and out until I get to the center hole, and that will make my disc. Then put it all together. I'm still figuring out how I'm going to do all that, but it should be interesting. Then I'll get to machining some more and get back to you guys. Okay, this is where I'm at right so far. I got one disc there. Let's get that off. One disc cut off. I got to do 2 more, and it'll be basically 3 chambers, 3 baffles, if you want to call them. And the first one will be like right about there, and then I'll have another disc and another disc, and there will be between the middle disc and the top disc, between the bottom disc and the middle disc, I'll have a bunch of stainless steel wool, and that act as a baffle, and it'll be a bunch of drain holes here, and then opposing holes in the next 2 baffles, and I might even add another element here too. I don't know, but anyway, I'm going to get on cutting those other discs. These are the time-consuming part, or the pain in the butt part, in my opinion. It just takes a while to do them. That's all there is to it, and I'll get back to you guys. Okay, there we go. That's where I'm at right now, and those will be the baffles, and this will be the reservoir down here. I'm going to probably spread them out a little bit more, and I got to make spacers to keep them evenly spaced apart, but it's coming out pretty good, and I still got to drill the little holes in there and all that stuff. But and I'm also going to change this here too a little bit. I'm going to cut it down a little bit more so it ain't in the oil, because this will be the tube that the air is being sucked in, and then the fumes will go up, of course, that way. Whoa, there she goes. But anyway, you guys get the idea. Anyway, I'm going to take a break, and I definitely need to clean up, because whenever you machine aluminum, And let me show you here. As you can see, makes quite a mess. So yeah, I got a lot of cleanup to do. I'm gonna take a break first and then come out here, clean up, and then get back to it. So be back with you again shortly, I guess. Well, here I am. This is where I'm at. This is all going to slide inside here. Of course, I'll take that out first, and I'll epoxy. Once I get this all cleaned up and deburred, I'll like epoxy all these pieces together, and so they stay together. And I got to get my media in there, of course, which will be. I haven't decided if I'm going to use like aluminum shavings like this as the media. I'm afraid of these breaking up and getting sucked up in the intake, and so I'll probably go with the stainless steel. Probably be better or safer anyway. The aluminum would actually work better probably because it would cool the oil vapors quicker, but I think I'll go with the stainless steel and play it safe. So basically I need to, like I said, clean this all up, deburr it. Like I said, that's going to be the inlet. Outlet's going to be over here. And I am going to machine the top of this to remove some of the weight, unnecessary weight. But I'm going to end this video here. And I don't know. I guess it's going to be I was hoping it was going to be a two-part video, but it's going to be a three-part. And the next video will be me finishing this all up and mounting it, because I haven't decided how I'm going to make a mount for it. I also still got to make a drain in here. I was going to drill right in the bottom of the bolt and make a drain right in the bolt. That's going to be hard to access. I'm thinking of just putting a little drain screw on the side, or some type of a bung with a valve or something. I don't know. I'll come up with something and just drain it there. I don't think I'm going to bother with a sight glass. I'll just check it every 1,000, drain it every 1,000 miles or whatever, something like that. But I'm going to end this video here, and I want to thank everybody for watching. And I want everybody to have a great day, and God bless.